Welcome. This is another beautiful Thursday afternoon. We are coming to you live on Kibera News Network YouTube channel, all the way from Uweza Foundation. The program is Sisi Mtani, where we tell our own stories in our own perspective, stories by us, with us, and for us. Ladies and gentlemen, today in the house we have none other than Caleb Wanga. Karibu sana.
Thank you so much, Joshua.
Uko sawa?
Niko sawa kabisa.
How have you been?
I have been okay. Yeah, I know the year is just beginning.
Yeah.
But we must pace up with the year.
Yeah.
So we are fine.
Yes.
We are doing what we can.
Good.
Because that is the duty we have on this earth.
Yeah. Karibu sana kwenye show. Now it's about your story. But let us start here right now. What are you going through currently in your life?
First of all, we are in a third world.
Yeah.
In the third world, very few people go through easy things.
Yeah.
You know, in this third world, you can have money, but you still go through very difficult things.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can have money alone, but you are surrounded by people who don't have anything.
Yes.
So it means you can have money and you cannot enjoy the money.
Yeah, because you have to share.
You have to share it willingly or unwillingly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because based on African culture, you can share it unwillingly because you have no option but to share it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in this part of the world,
it becomes a responsibility.
There are very few positive situations in anybody's life.
Okay.
And that is what defines our work or our lives. So you must be resilient a bit.
Yeah.
So in this part of the world, so I'm progressing, I'm going on the way any other Kenyan would go on.
Yeah.
Yes. Whether you have money or you don't have money.
Yeah.
Life just have to go on because life is a responsibility.
Has to go on no matter what.
No matter what.
Yeah.
So that is it.
So that is it.
We are through with January now, we are in February. We are heading towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
Even if we are just in February.
Yeah.
So we must move on.
And time is not waiting for you.
And time is also not waiting for us. And you can't run away also from responsibilities. Yes.
Wow. Well, so Caleb Wanga, who is Caleb Wanga in a nutshell? How would you describe yourself? How would you make people who don't know you to know you?
First of all, Caleb Wanga is a human being.
Yeah.
A human being, a male being. Caleb Wanga, a good amount of my background. First, I'm a Luo.
Yeah. A proud Luo.
Yes, because I can't run away from it.
Yeah.
You know, you are either proud of yourself or you will live a miserable life.
Yeah.
So, I'm a Luo born in Siaya.
Okay. Siaya County.
Ugunja constituency. So, currently I'm living in Nairobi. This is where I stay and I work.
Yeah.
I've lived in Nairobi now for 29 years. For 29 years. So I've lived better part of my life. And my life in Nairobi, better part of my life I've lived in Kibera.
Okay.
Actually, out of the 29 years, 24 of them.
24 of them have been in Kibera.
I've been in Kibera here. So I'm much more of a Kiberan than anywhere else.
Before Kibera, where were you?
I was in the village.
Ah,
So I grew up in the village. I went to school in the village. I only came to Nairobi.
But 29 years in Nairobi, 24 in Kibera. Which other part of Nairobi?
I live in Satellite.
Ah, okay.
And I was forced to go to Satellite, remember.
Oh, that's where you currently live. Okay.
I didn't go there willingly. Otherwise, I would be living in Kibera.
Okay. Who
I was
forced you?
to,
Why?
You know, because of some nature of work
Yeah.
that we do. I work in peace and security programs.
Okay.
And sometimes I'm deeply involved in security programs. That is what exposed me to some danger.
Okay.
Actually, I had to relocate from Kibera in one day on the advice of the OCPD of Kilimani.
Oh, really? It was that serious?
It was serious. Otherwise, I would have been dead.
Oh,
Yeah.
you became like a target.
I became a target of criminals.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Because of the nature of your work.
The nature of my work, which sometimes might not be well to discuss even on television.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if it was very informal, I would have given you a lot of details.
More details.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
advised by the OCPD to get a house at the earliest opportunity because I was a target.
Your life was in danger.
I was a target. Some criminal felt that I was too close to the police.
Yeah.
And I could be the one passing information about them to the police.
And so
I
they
had
wanted
to look for a house.
to get rid of
I
you.
got threats at night.
Oh, you got threats?
Yes.
On phone?
On phone.
Okay.
How they got my numbers.
You don't know.
It's a story for another day. I know.
Oh, you
But
know.
I know it better.
Okay.
But it's probably not possible to share it here.
And you reported the threats and all that.
Yes, because I was working closely, and I still work closely with security organs. So I shared the information, but then I was advised because the security agencies also wanted to act.
Oh, yeah.
So it would have exposed me more.
True, true.
Yes.
So you had to live with immediate effect.
I had to get a house by end of the day, the following day.
How hard or easy was that?
It was difficult to get a house, but it was also very easy. It was easy for me because of my work.
You had money already?
I had, fortunately, I had some coins.
Okay.
I had some money
at
that time. But because I work with a lot of people, I have friends that live all over Nairobi.
Yeah.
I quickly thought through, because my children were still studying here, I had to get a nearer place to Kibera.
Yeah.
Because children had to come back
The
to continue
closest
going to
place
school.
possible.
Yes, so one of my good friends, young people that we worked with around, who was staying in Satellite, I just called him. I told him that, my friend, you are getting me a house or you are contributing to a funeral.
Yeah.
So choose. Fortunately, he was out of the house. He was at work. He called the wife who was in the house. The wife did quick rounds around and got a house.
Okay. That same very
Then the
day.
wife called me because I knew the wife.
Yeah.
The wife called me. We went there with my wife to check on the house that was found, and we relocated by 4 o'clock in the evening.
You came back and moved.
I had to move because I was a target the following night.
Oh, you even knew the day you'll be
Yes.
attacked. Okay.
I was going to be a target the following night. So that is why the reason why I actually relocated from Kibera.
Otherwise, you'd still be
I
there.
would still be living in Kibera up to now.
Why? You love Kibera so much, or
I
what?
think Kibera had been part of my system.
Yeah.
Actually, when I was still a fairly young guy,
Yeah.
I got some job in Ruaraka. I relocated to Dandora.
Okay.
I stayed in Dandora for only 2 years. I think my system also could not fit in Dandora because I was used to Kibera.
Yeah.
I came back.
You came back.
I could leave here in the morning, go to Ruaraka and come back in the evening.
You now didn't care about the transport and fare thing.
Fair thing, because first the other place was not very secure, Dandora.
Yeah.
But Kibera, I knew everybody, and everybody knew me.
Yeah, and there is that
So it was better for me.
communityness, togetherness.
So
Yeah.
that is just the part of my life here in Kibera. So I'm literally a Kiberan up to now because I'm part and parcel of everything.
Yeah.
Political,
That happens in
social, in terms of my work. I'm part of parcel of everything around Kibera. But Caleb has lived in this world, I think by next week on Tuesday. Today is Thursday.
Yeah.
On Tuesday next week, I'll be 48 years old.
You'll be celebrating your 48th birthday.
Yes.
Oh.
God willing, I hope I will see that birthday.
Yeah. You said by the end of this month.
On Tuesday
Next week.
will be 15th of February.
Yeah.
That is, I was born on Friday
Just after
at 10 o'clock.
After Valentine's.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was born at 10 o'clock on Friday,
Okay.
15th of February 1974.
So next week, Tuesday,
my
10
birthday.
a.m., you
will
see the world.
You will see the light. I said that possibly I didn't want to get into the weekend inside my mother's home, so I tokelezed on Friday.
You talk Elizabeth. Are you planning for some bash kind of, or you are too old for that?
I know some of these things are fairly new to us. I keep on saying that there are several things I met in Nairobi. I know some of the people watching this would laugh, but even if you laugh, that is just the reality. I met birthday celebration here in Nairobi. You know, some of us grew up in the village where there were no birthday celebration.
True.
Hii mambo ya watu kutembea na maua.
Yeah.
Because I love you.
Valentine.
I'm bringing you flower.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't have a feeling. I don't know the feeling of a flower. Because when I grew up, flower was for goats.
Yeah.
Food for goats. But I came to Nairobi here and find people walking around with flowers.
On 14.
Because you love somebody,
Yeah.
you will bring me a flower. Me, even if you bring me a flower, possibly I will not have any feeling.
You don't care.
Then I met a day called Valentine Day in Nairobi here.
Yeah.
This is something that when we were growing up, I did not hear about it at all. Even when we were in secondary school, the age for teenagers where teenagers need to be enjoying a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything called Valentine. Valentine also I met in Nairobi. So those are three things I met in Nairobi.
Yeah.
But I was forced to Nairobi-nize.
Birthday, flowers, and Valentine.
Yeah. I met them in Nairobi here. But now my children embrace all these things a lot because you must change with time.
Yeah, change with changes.
So I was born in the village.
Where is your village? Sia County?
It's Dindi Ward.
Sidindi Ward.
Mudhiero. Mudhiero is my village.
Village, okay.
That is where I grew up. I'm a son of civil servants.
Okay.
My father was a mathematics and English teacher.
Okay.
Was a headmaster for like 28 years.
Is he still alive?
My father is alive. He's 82 years old.
Ah.
He's in the village, retired civil servant.
Okay.
My mother is a mathematics teacher.
Oh, okay.
And home science teacher. My mother taught for 34 years.
Yeah.
She's also retired at home. She's 77 years old now.
Wow. So your father, your dad married a teacher like him?
Possibly, and that was very common during those days. Teachers could easily marry other teachers.
Yeah.
So they worked there in the village. I went to Kuala High School.
Oh, you went to Kuala. I also went to Kuala.
Yes, you told me that you are also...
Kuala
we joined Kuala several years after we left.
Yeah.
I came and I worked for several years.
You are
in the industrial area. Yeah, I worked in industrial area for quite a lot of time. I did some mechanical engineering work, studies. Okay. Then I went to work. I was working in the automotive industry for a fairly long time. Oh. Before I came into civil society. Okay. So sometimes when I see people struggling with vehicles, actually you look at the exhaust system of most of the cars I can design for you. Okay. So I worked there for quite a lot of time. Then I came and did another diploma in community development. Community development, yeah. And then I proceeded to do international relations. So I'm international relations guy. Ah, you are international relations person. I've done quite a lot of things. Okay. But they didn't flow that the way people study from one point to another. Yeah. It had a lot of breaks because... Mechanical engineering, community development, then I did international relations. Okay. I know very many people didn't know that I had some bachelors in international relations. But I'm always excited. I'm one person who do not like bragging a lot. International relations you did from which? USIU. USIU, okay. Quite a lot of things. I'm one person who do not like bragging around. You don't brag like because sometimes people say laws are bragging. Or education or academic papers have been overrated beyond internalized capacity of an individual. Great people with the great ideas have been denied opportunities because they don't have papers. And you know, we are in a world that we can do much if we are given enough opportunities. I come from a family of mathematicians, quite a lot of people. Are you good at mathematics? Funnily, I was not very, very good in mathematics, though my parents are mathematicians. Yeah. But like entire family, full of mathematicians. In our family, we have quite a lot of people. We have electronic engineers. Our family, we have journalists. Okay. I have my brother is a journalist in The Nation.
Okay, Nation Media.
Nation, yeah. Some was my sisters, some are teachers like my parents.
How many
My
children are
immediate-
you? Siblings?
My father first is a polygamist.
Ah, how many wives?
So, three.
3.
So my mother is the first one,
Okay,
then we have the 2.
okay,
In total, people who are alive, we are like 12.
okay.
Yeah, we are 12.
12 from the 3
Three
houses.
mothers. So some people are in the education sector. My immediate follower is a headmistress, my sister.
Yeah,
My other brother is an electronic engineer working with telecom.
yeah.
My other sister is also a teacher.
Yeah.
My other brother is almost assistant professor.
So you come from a well-off family.
So, no, we are not
But
well
you-
off.
I would
By
just- I
God's
would
grace,
brag.
by God's grace,
Hey.
we are able to do one, two things. So we
one,
are
two
spread in the hotel industry. Some people are working in the hotel, some are planners,
Yeah.
some are procurement guy, professionals
Distance,
in the bigger family.
Okay. So you
So
have
we
different,
are very many.
different
But in the
professions.
bigger, from our grandfather, we are spread. We are spread. Some people are working in different areas.
Yeah.
Teachers in the medical sector, very many.
Na
So we
wewe
are
pia,
very many.
pia umeshikilia hapa. Saizi wewe uko unajiita uko wapi? Civil society ama?
I'm a pure civil society person
Yes.
because this had been my dream ever since I was a child. Actually, I dreamt that one day
A pure civil society
I would work
person.
for United Nations. That was my dream from a very long time when I
Okay.
was young. You know, I don't know, some of these things are instilled by others.
Yeah.
Nobody can claim that he was not mentored by another person. We are a product of another person.
True.
When
Like what Moses
When-
Mondi posted the other day.
Yes.
I saw you liked it.
yes,
Because it's
you
true.
cannot say that you are a self-made.
Yeah.
No human being is self-made
No one.
on this earth. Everybody, Joshua ulishikwa mkono na mtu mwingine somewhere, whether friend or just a relative,
Yeah.
or just somebody you bumped into,
There is someone somewhere who must have held your hand.
must have held your hand.
Yeah.
When we were in class 4, standard 4 then, what we call grade 4 now, we had a madam teacher who was
Yeah.
teaching us geography, history, civics, class 4, class 5. She's still alive. She's also a retired teacher. She's called Madam Helen Wanga.
Helen Wanga.
When she was teaching us, she was tough
Okay.
and could kill you thoroughly. But whether you are a boy or a girl, you had to name at least 15 African presidents.
Hey.
Whether you are a boy or a girl, and we are in class 4,
Class 4.
standard 4.
Did she make you guys to cram?
He actually with that, you had to be keen even to listen to news
Yeah.
kwa radio, so that usikie jina of a president, name of a president being mentioned.
Mugabe amekuja.
In South Africa, we had P.W. Botha was the president. By then, South Africa was still under the Boer administration. Namibia did not exist. In Angola, we had Jose Eduardo dos Santos was the president. We had Robert Mugabe in Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe.
We had Samora Machel, was the president of Mozambique before he was killed in a plane crash. We had Kenneth Kaunda in Zambia. We had Hastings Kamuzu Banda.
Steve, I know
In
you like this
Malawi.
kind of stuff.
We had Admiral Ratsiraka. Didier Ratsiraka
Yeah.
was the president of Madagascar. He died some few years ago after being overthrown and was living in France. We had Julius Nyerere here in
Tanzania.
Tanzania. We had Jean-Baptiste Bagaza was the president of Burundi before he was also overthrown. We had Juvenal Habyarimana, the one that was killed in a plane crash that led to genocide, was the president of Rwanda. We had Mobutu Sese Seko in Zaire then,
Zaire
before
by
it was
then.
renamed DRC by Laurent Kabila.
Yeah.
We had Denis Sassou Nguesso in Congo Brazzaville. Sassou Nguesso is a president now, He was thrown out through multi-party when it came. He again came through the back door. He overthrew the people who removed him. He's still the president of Congo. We had Andre Kolimba, was the president of Central African Republic. We had Hissène Habré in Chad. We had, by then, Babangida Ibrahim had overthrown this Buhari that is a president now in Nigeria. We had Abdou Diouf was the president of Senegal.
Yeah.
We had Siaka Stevens was the president of Sierra Leone. By then, we had King Hassan of
You
Morocco.
want to mention all the African presidents.
Yeah. So I knew all of them. I was in class
and
4.
this is history.
This is history.
Yeah.
Mpaka kina Mubarak, Gaddafi,
Yeah.
Jean Bedel Ben Ali came later on when Habib Bourguiba died. But Bourguiba was the president in Tunisia. Abdidom was up here in Djibouti. Mengistu was here in Ethiopia. This guy who led...
Who was in Somalia?
This Mosiad Barre was the president of Somalia. So, Obote was the president in Uganda here. Jafar Numeri was the president in Sudan here before he was overthrown. So,
Mzee Kenyatta ameshikilia hapa kwetu.
We were in Flash when Kenyatta had died. Daniel Arap Moi was
Oh,
the
it was
president
Daniel
here.
Arap Moi. Okay.
So, I developed interest. So even as I was drifting to other things, I had developed interest in civic affairs.
Okay.
So much. So,
You still can be a UN guy.
I will work for the UN. First, we are working on a program to reform UN.
Yeah.
UN is not serving humanity. UN is an elite structure that does not help common person. They are running funding for just
Elite
based on
structure
human
that does
suffering.
not help common person.
On this earth.
And you want to work for them.
One day I will work for
Already-
them when it is reformed.
You are in the process of reforming it.
Yeah. So I developed interest in civic affairs long time ago.
Yeah.
So I have been part and parcel. Then after
Before you proceed, your father is a polygamist. Are you also a polygamist or planning to be one?
the Bible says,
Yeah.
the Bible, I hope you are a Christian,
Yeah.
thou shalt not swear. Do not swear? Do not swear, because when you are still living on this earth,
Of course, you never know.
you never know what will come tomorrow.
Yeah.
Life is never on a straight line.
Okay.
So this is why sometimes I'm a strong Christian. Actually, I'm an Anglican. I sing in our choir in our church.
Follow Christianity.
I'm a full Christian.
Okay.
So I believe in Christ as our Savior.
So let's just leave it there that you never know.
So you never know.
And thou shalt not swear.
Thou shalt not swear. The Bible saith,
Yeah.
not Caleb.
Not Caleb.
Biblia ndiyo inasema sio Caleb.
Okay.
Usiape kwa sababu unaweza hapa na hiyo mdomo yako na kesho mambo ikishindikana
Badilike.
ibadilike. Because what if your wife decides to today,
Yeah.
will you not marry?
You will.
You will. And you cannot tie the wife with a nyororo.
Yeah.
That must be your wife permanently. I'm not saying that my dear wife Julie
Wants to leave?
is want to go.
No,
Yes.
Julie is there to stay.
Yeah, she's
Big
a
up,
beautiful.
Julie.
She's a beautiful woman.
Okay.
Very
How many
hardworking.
kids?
We have 3 kids.
3 kids.
We would have been having 4 kids, but we lost our last born daughter.
Oh, sorry.
Born, but because of, we don't know what happened, because it was strange, the kid died. We would be having,
When it,
God willing, we could have some newborn soon, very soon.
she's expecting.
That one is for another discussion, for another day.
Okay.
So,
So how many girls, how many boys you have?
I have 2 boys and 1 girl.
2 boys and 1 girl.
Yes, I have 2 boys. My girl is at Kenyatta University.
Oh, okay. Is she the one that was at Moi?
She's the
Moi
girl
Girls?
that was at Moi Girls.
Okay.
Through God's grace, she survived some fire there.
Yeah.
She managed to do well in her form 4. She's doing her biotechnology, the technology course at the university.
Wow.
That is my firstborn,
Great.
born in 2003.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
The boy is at Chivakali High School.
Uh,
The other boy is in still grade 2.
Great too. Still young.
So,
Talking about reforming UN, you are doing something with Usalama reform.
I'm the coordinator of
The
Salama
coordinator. Yeah. So this reforming thing must have started early. Why do you like reforming things around?
Because I like talking of reforms language.
Yeah.
Because the way
are a
the
reformist.
entire yeah, I like things that change.
Yeah.
Because things cannot be on a straight line forever. Because circumstances change.
Yeah.
Social life
Situations change.
Situations change. So structure of governing people must change. Beginning with reforms here, you know, I like, I'm a peace actor. I
Yeah.
like engaging people so that people can come together to engage government. Because people must talk to the government. People must have a say on how they are governed.
Yeah.
So part of that, security sector reforms, the role of the security agencies in democratization process.
Yeah.
There is no government without security. It is the government that, it is the security agencies that make us sit the way we are seated. Otherwise, there will be no order in the society. So how does that security sector contribute to good governance?
Yeah.
That is very, very critical.
Those are some
You
of the
see the
things you
role,
deal with.
what police did in 2007.
Yeah.
Because I can manipulate elections and because I'm in charge of security, I will wait for you to react and then I hit you using security. So how do you make security more responsible?
Yeah.
Because more responsible security means more say in governance. So, because, you know, why are these things happening? Because other arms of the government have failed. I will resort to violence because I do not trust the justice system. The justice system failed. So I resort to violence. When I resort to violence, government unleashes official violence through the police or other agencies.
Yeah.
So that's why we focused on security sector reforms, but we also engaged a lot in reforms in the judiciary, judicial transformation program, so that when these things work, there will be order in the society. Otherwise, if the two arms fail, we live like animals in a game park, where if Joshua offends me, I will simply take a panga na niweke kwa shingo.
Yeah.
Because justice system has failed. If justice system works, there will be no violence in any society.
Yeah.
And if justice systems work, even security will be responsible. But now, how do we deal with the laws governing security so that it can support justice system, so that we have an orderly society?
And we have peace.
So,
because many times, even during elections, people come around and say, we want peace, we want peace. But they're not talking about the justice system. They're not talking about the security.
You can't talk of peace without talking about justice.
Yeah.
It cannot happen.
So can we say it has been a mistake people have been doing all along?
It was deliberate. One, we have weak laws. Because number one, a society that does not understand its history is like a dead society.
Yeah.
What we are struggling with is what was left for us by colonialists.
Yeah.
Weak laws, police, the way they are trained that kuna raia na wao ni askari, they should not even relate with. And you know, this served colonialists so well because they had grabbed property, they had to use security to protect those property.
Yeah.
When Africans came to run the country, tulipata uhuru ya bandera.
Yeah.
That is the only freedom we got. Only bandera. Union Jack was lowered, na bandera, a new cloth with a new design, in Koma bandera. That is only what we got. And Africa did not get independence because every structure of government up to now is still controlled by outsiders.
Oh.
Now, what do? We are in a country.
You mean all our structures are still controlled by outsiders up to now?
Up to now.
Why do you say so?
Look at the way our laws are. First, look at the way our government is run.
Yeah.
We are a market, not a nation.
We are a market.
We are a market for goods from outside. We are just a market. Even this mask I'm carrying, don't be surprised that it is imported.
It could be.
It could be. Sure. It is imported from China.
Oh.
So we are a market, not a nation. But the people running our market ensure that the right people and their agents are in charge of the country.
Okay. They are agents.
That is why we will die to, even if a tourist come and violates people.
Yeah.
Nobody
Bothers.
Nobody bothers.
Oh.
They are not held to account.
Yeah.
Because wamekuja na pesa,
Yeah.
they will pay for an hotel.
And they're given
but sometimes
a lot of respect.
It is horrible.
You will be
Sometimes
stopped
when
at
I
the
see
gate.
a whole government minister standing at the airport with flowers, waiting to receive a plane of tourists from Italy.
Yeah.
Some of the people that are tourists, some of them could be having very funny background.
Yeah.
That's why I'm telling you that we are more of a market than a nation.
What should be done? What can be done to get ourselves off this hook?
We have made a lot of attempts and efforts, and we have made certain steps. Now, the greatest step was enacting a new constitution in 2010.
Yeah.
At least it tried opening up, because by then all the monies were in Nairobi.
Yeah.
Tenderpreneurs were the one running the show. The rest of the country was an isolated space.
Yeah.
That is why it was and is still a matter of life and death to become a president, Joshua, because if you become a president, I know all the alumni of Kuala High School in 2001, when you waliofanya nawe mtihani, will be billionaires from the state here. You know, all governments are run by classmates on this earth.
Okay.
A president, you will find a trio of former classmates, mostly high school classmates, not university.
Yeah.
Mostly high school classmates run governments around the world.
Okay. Around the world, even in the first
after even in
world.
the US, utapata somebody's elected president, all of a sudden, a strange group of people will appear.
And these
were the classmates, how walifanya na yeye, they were his classmates in high school. It happens.
Okay.
So how do we decentralize resources?
Oh yeah, and that how Constitution 2010 helped us with that devolution.
CDF came first, but it was not much anchored in the law very strongly. That is why a judge declared it unconstitutional. The CDF, they had to change the law to rename it National Government CDF, so that it remains part of the national government budget, but being administered in constituency. Otherwise, it was unconstitutional. Decentralizing funds was also a very important step, so that the far-flung corners, at least there is some resources
that can reach.
Now an MP do not have to rely on his salary, even kwenda kupiga rambe. Kuna pesa CDF, they can build classroom. Actually, in this country now, in every corner of this country, there is a school.
Yeah.
Nobody can claim that totally there is no school in an area. Unaona hata pastoralist areas hapa, unakutanga tu watoto hawezi kuenda kwa shule, but there is a school in some far-flung remote area. That was very necessary. So that even if we say we decentralize corruption, at least, hata kama ni corruption, wacha ifanyike within that village, where now you can hold that person to account.
Yeah.
And that is why...
At least now it's in a small space. A reasonable space that you can
Giving an example of our county of Siaya.
Yeah.
How the whole county has been run. You remember, nobody will mention Uhuru or Raila or Ruto or tunapambana na Rasanga hapa. Rasanga and his gang are stealing our money. You see,
Rasanga and his gang.
We reduce, and you know, if we would have increased, I hope one day when we get a new government, we'll increase more allocation to counties.
Yeah.
We must make presidency unattractive.
Yeah.
The moment we make presidency unattractive, we will begin shifting to the right things that need to be done. The country will...
So that it doesn't become a life and death kind of thing.
It does not become a matter of life. There are countries ambao hata washughulikangi
na president.
I have been to Switzerland several times, even during election nearing. You see part of the snippets on television, but it's like nothing is happening.
Switzerland.
But come to Africa here. When a president is a matter of life and death.
Yeah.
Because nitakuwa president na nitapatia Joshua tenda ya kujenga barabara hapa.
And
it is overflated with 500 million. You become a billionaire in 1 month.
Yeah.
Unashindwa na huyu mtu alikuwa aliingia hapa mkono tupu. All of a sudden, this guy is even owning a helicopter.
Yeah.
Ameshashinda hata kukimbia na magari kwa barabara.
Pause. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Caleb Wanga telling us his own stories in his own perspective, including other things that we need to hear, all things that we have not heard about. This is so amazing to have such a person with a brilliant mind in the party. Steve, do we have anyone commenting? If you have any comments or you need to say something to Caleb Wanga, just put up a comment on YouTube comment section or reach us out through WhatsApp 0794590404 and we will get a chance to read them later. Josephat Care, you know him? This is Joski. He's saying, just joining. What's his view on polygamy? Would he have had the opinion if his kids became polygamous? Would you have had the same opinion if your kids became polygamous?
My view on polygamy could be constricted because I grew up in polygamy.
Yeah.
If it could be so nice if people have nuclear family, mother, father, and children. But we must also accept that there are a lot of social pressures that sometimes drive people into polygamy.
Yeah.
That is why I cannot condemn anybody who is a polygamist. Because everybody would give you a reason why he decided to marry the second or third or fourth wife.
They'll give you a reason.
Everybody
there is
will
always
give you
a reason as to why.
As to why. Though there are some opportunistic reasons. There are people who are just cheeky. People who like double dealing. But there are also people who are driven by circumstances.
Yeah. One of the guys was here and he was telling me that for him, he followed his uncle's footsteps. Like he wanted to be like his uncle because his uncle had like 8 wives. He wanted just to be like him.
That is a lie. I grew up in polygamy, but you cannot say that, yes, all my fathers are polygamists. But my grandfather was not a polygamist.
Okay.
So, where did my fathers learn from? Did they learn from either there? I think even my great-grandfather was not a polygamist.
I think it's just like what you said. So you said that everyone would always have a reason as to why. So his reason maybe that's
because sometimes because I'm on live on television and people could be watching, I might be swallowed. So that's why I have to reserve some of my comments regarding polygamy. I have a lot of friends. Because a lot of people have been pushed into it.
Yeah, this is a hot topic because in many cases we see like polygamy. Like for example, I think what he wanted to ask is like, if your daughter, the husband, decide to add more wives, would you be happy as a father?
How would I express my feelings? And it's my daughter that is the wife. So possibly I would ask my daughter, what is the problem that your husband have decided to marry another lady? That I would ask my daughter.
Okay.
I would not declare that now I am very annoyed that now I would order my daughter to leave her house because the husband has married another wife. That one I would be a very silly, I would be a very stupid parent. I would be a very stupid parent.
You try to find out a reason.
Yes, you might find a reason.
Okay.
Yes. If there are problems, always parents are there to intervene.
Yeah.
But I would discourage any parent who would want to pop his nose into the life of his child, daughter or a son. Otherwise, there would be no families on this earth. If your father and mother would dictate to you what or who you should live with or how. If there are challenges, yes, your parents can share, give you experiences. But a marriage is a long experience.
It is.
By today, today is 8th of February. I think I have lived with my wife for 7,800, around 7,890 days as a husband and a wife.
9,000?
7,000.
Days.
We have lived for 20 years.
This is interesting. Let's see what other people are saying. Odette Ndede is watching, and yeah, Pauline Odette Ndede is saying this is so interesting. And Ben Owoko is saying, big up Joski, big up Odette. Thank you guys for watching. Ben Owoko is saying, you know, Ben Owoko is a big name in the community.
Yes.
Saying, thanks for being a great mentor, Caleb. I have learned a lot from your wealth of knowledge and experience in peace and security sector. I celebrate you, bro.
Thank you, Ben.
That's a big voice. Yeah,
Yeah, Ben is a great friend.
Okay. And it's just what we were saying, that you can't brag that you are a self-made.
Nobody
Someone, you now see Ben is appreciating you.
I did tell you one thing, one important thing.
Yeah.
I told you that first I was working in industrial area, but my dream was to work in this sector.
Yeah.
Do you know that my Form 1,
Yeah.
pulled me from industrial area to this sector?
Okay. You see?
Somebody who was in my Form 1 in Ukwala High
Yeah.
School,
You were June.
while I was in Form 3.
Oh.
Yes. Actually, I was protecting him when he was in Form 1.
I used to have such a school son.
So imagine, it was my son, and became my CEO for a long time
Yeah.
before he accidentally died.
Oh, sorry. Unfortunate.
If you can remember Philip Unguje. Unguje was my mono in Ukwala.
But he held your hand.
He came
after.
later on and
Became your CEO.
got into the civil society NGO world,
Yeah.
pulled me out of that area.
Yeah.
I worked under him. That is how life. So everybody
Yeah.
has been mentored by somebody.
Yeah. True. Henry is watching live from Darajani as usual. Henry is asking, amefanya nini kwa jamii yake for legacy? Is there something you have done for your community?
Jami's community or Jami's family?
I think he means
Community. Legacies are never built on blocks like a house.
Yeah.
Building a legacy is a process. And number two,
Yeah.
there is legacy that is talked by politicians.
Yeah.
Legacy does not start from here and end here.
Yeah.
Legacy can dissolve when you are alive, and legacy can also continue if you were buried 500 years ago.
Yeah.
That is why there are people being mentioned who lived 200, 300 years ago.
They left their legacy
built
long after
some foundation.
Yeah.
I remember President Woodrow Wilson of US said that you can't love your neighbor or your God on an empty stomach. So when you build legacy, what are you putting? How are you building other people's capacities so that they can put food in the stomach?
True.
So that they don't beg.
Yeah.
Because every human being is born with some capacity to do something.
Yeah.
And as I told you, I work in a lot in security sector reform. Sometimes I talk with young men that are involved in deep crime. Sometimes you build relations with them.
And you reform
Then
them.
now you ask them, my friend, then why did you get involved? Because sometimes after engaging with somebody, you realize that somebody is extremely sharp, a very, very sharp young man, but it's a criminal. Simply because society do not appreciate that other people have some shortcomings. We are judgmental.
Yeah.
You find a young man that would be even a doctor, would have been an engineer, engages in crime and then is shot by the police. That is a whole doctor, a whole engineer that would have been invented something new. Is dead and buried with shame as a criminal. But now, how do you build people so that they can take care of themselves? That should be the legacy. Not legacy of building a road that one Chinese was given 40 billion, he used 20 billion, 20 billion was given to politicians. They are flying in helicopters all over in a country that where people cannot afford medical care.
Yeah.
We talk, sometimes you see people in political rallies talking of allocating billions for this and that, which is sometimes total nonsense, while they have stolen 10 times the money they are talking of, and people are cheering them.
Cheering them about the legacy.
About the legacy.
So legacy is not about building the roads.
It is not. How do you build people's capacity? we have enough knowledge
Yeah.
to generate what we use. We don't need to import everything.
Yeah. So Henry is still saying that he is a wise guy, and he's saying he speaks without fear. Napenda encouragement zake, the guy who asked. Now, thank you very much, Henry. And who else is here? Josephat is, Kea is still saying, well answered. Is following your answer.
Thank you.
About the polygamy thing. And I salute him. That is still Henry. Who else is here? I think that's all for now. And Steve, have it and see if there are any other more comments coming. This is Caleb Wanga himself telling us very important things and stories about himself and his work in general. Have you ever had like a regret in life? Something you did or you have done and now you are like, I wish it didn't do it this way or it didn't happen like this?
When you are alive on this earth,
Yeah.
you can have 1,000 regrets.
Yes.
Because life is never on a straight line. Sometimes an opportunity came, you fumbled and it went. Mpaka unasema, kama ningeshikilia that thing, probably my life would have been different. What sometimes you do not know, sometimes God also made you to let it go because it would have killed you.
For a purpose. Everything happens with a reason.
It's just like marriage.
Yeah.
Every man or woman in this world have a dream of marrying such a kind of a person.
Yeah.
I hear girls saying that I want tall, dark and handsome. I want a man with money. Yeah?
So she, financially stable.
Financially stable, not knowing that those finances people work for the money.
Yeah.
Money do not work for people.
Yeah.
You must work for it. But what is your role to make that beautiful life? So regrets are there. All of us at one point in time we have regretted some decisions. What you must never do is sometimes to surrender your principles, whether you are remaining as you stand alone. I'm a practical experience on that.
Never give up your principles.
Don't flow with people when they are doing wrong things and you know they are doing wrong things.
I hosted Owino Kotieno here some times back, and he said that it's dangerous to be right when the majority is wrong.
That is also wrong. That is not wrong. You need only to be smart.
Yeah.
So that you don't flow with the wrong to the end.
Yeah.
You can jump into the flow of the wrong to help divert
to the right.
Divert to the right and change, make people understand. What you cannot do, it is unwise to stand against an ocean flowing towards you because you will drown.
True.
Sometimes jump into the boat that was built at so when water comes, you can flow and look for the
exit,
and then flow out of it. If you stand sometimes to stand against the wave, it can consume you, and only casualties. People who died are the ones that will be counted, and then the dead will be buried. So sometimes, if you have built an institution, Joshua, you've worked for Kibera News Network, and Map Kibera for long. If somebody wants to destroy it, you know you are a vision bearer. Don't allow that.
Yeah.
Even if it means losing money.
And if it means losing life?
I'll tell you, we have lost money in the civil society here.
Yeah.
We have lost huge projects.
Yeah.
Because people want us to kneel down. I think I have a weakness. I cannot kneel down. My knees are only for my God. I only kneel before my God.
Yeah.
Not a human being. Whether you have billions, it's not that we have not seen money. It is not that we have not managed money.
Yeah.
We have managed money. And possibly we still manage money.
Yeah.
We have run projects. If you cannot maintain certain things, you will never learn.
Yeah.
And I keep on telling young men, like now our young electronic guys here,
Yeah.
don't work here today, 2 months jump there, 2 months jump there. Yes, you can have qualifications to jump one, but you will miss a big chunk of human components in developing your technical skills. Even in terms of building knowledge. Be contented. Don't be chasing money. You know, I worked with some people who said that they don't like employing young people, mostly in the IT sector.
Why?
He's reporting here, but have applied for another job elsewhere. Siku ile atakuacha kwa mataa, hata utashangaa. Ameenda atakuandikia mail, one sentence that have resigned, have gone.
Now this is your IT guy.
Kazi. This is your IT guy. Amekuacha na kazi hapo.
Yeah.
Paka some people now
to
look for all the people who at least minds are settled.
Okay.
Kwanza in the civil society hapa pia. We have a person umekutana naye, we are in February 2022. You will meet him in December 2023. Unamuuliza bado unafanya kazi pale? Pale niliwacha, nikaenda pale, huko nikashawacha, nikaenda pale. So,
yeah.
Being composed allow you to learn.
Okay.
Bwana, if you learn, you will yearn first, develop interest.
Yeah.
Yearn. Then learn. Then you will earn.
Can you say it again?
You must yearn.
Yearn.
You must develop interest to be an artist.
Then learn.
Learn how to be an artist.
Then
that artist will earn. You will pay you
money.
3 English words that sound the same.
Yearn, learn,
and then earn.
Okay. Very important. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys are listening. We are learning here.
If young Kenyans would learn, I know all of them they earn. But they don't take time to learn so that they can earn.
Okay.
Kila mtu anataka kuruka. Everybody want to become a millionaire in one day. Young people watching here, you become a millionaire in one day, you will die tomorrow. I can assure you. That money will kill you. Because mentally, you are not prepared to manage the money.
Yeah.
You will get into lifestyles that will consume you.
Will consume you.
But if you develop with the time, money will never shake your mind. That is why you not even rush to buy a Porsche and a Range Rover worth 20 million, Land Cruiser, and then you are drinking alcohol in Kitengela. Tomorrow you are drinking alcohol in Naivasha. Then the next day you are in the beach in Mombasa. Then you are in Johannesburg in South Africa. Then next, nani alikunywa pombe na kakufa kwa gari hapa kwa barabara? It has happened.
Okay.
Take time.
Time is not on our side, but we keep moving. You are a much travel guy. Tell us about your traveling. Share some of your traveling experience. What are some of the best places you've ever been to this world?
I have traveled, and I thank God I've traveled on this earth.
Yeah.
Quite most of these continents I've visited.
Yeah.
But the best place I've been, I've been to Rio de Janeiro.
Where?
Rio.
Rio is in Brazil?
In Brazil.
Yeah.
Brazil is a good country. A very good country.
Okay.
Very warm people.
Yeah. Why did you like it most?
First, the beaches of Copacabana.
Yeah. When did you go there?
Very clean. Very clean beaches. You can't see even
a dot of trash
of the beach.
Oh, really?
Very clean.
I didn't know that Brazil
of a beach that like 20, 30 kilometers long. Very clean beaches. Some of the best hotels on this earth.
Wow.
Very clean. You walk around Rio de Janeiro. There are parts of it that is infested with a lot of crime.
Yeah.
But you look at it, and you look at Nairobi, what is also described as a slum.
Yeah.
Unashangaa na hii ndio favelas naambiwanga ati ni slum.
Yeah.
Very clean. It's called informal settlement, but it's orderly.
Very orderly.
But you go part of the Rio, it's very clean. I went to Maracana Stadium.
Wow.
So, It's one of the best places I've visited.
Wow.
I've been to Asia, I've been to South Africa, I've been to Europe.
Yeah. With
But,
this, you are work of security and...
I sit international boards, some boards
Okay.
for security.
Wow.
Yeah, based on my work. Sometimes not based on CV.
Yeah.
Sometimes just do good work. I would have shouted like a Tuoli on TV. Do good work. The goodness will follow you.
Will follow you.
You will be invited to a table without nobody will ask you even about your CV.
Yeah.
Show that you can do something.
Show.
Ukipewa kitu kidogo, uacha shortcut. Najua sometimes
Fanya with passion.
people like eating where they are working. But work. Show some seriousness in what you are doing.
Yeah.
Show some seriousness in what you are doing.
Very.
Then you will get to the table. You will sit and dine with the kings on this earth.
Table of discussion.
Yes. Because, one, people like people with content.
Yeah.
People like people who are composed, people with discipline. You will be invited into the table. You see, even in politics here, we have, I don't know, my experience in community work. Sometimes I look at politicians, then I say this should be taken to school on community organization. Because you see how politicians, some of them talk, you realize that somebody got to a level without proper experience. Talking carelessly, could say anything.
Recklessly.
Some talk recklessly. They sit in very confidential meetings that can make serious decisions.
Yeah.
Tomorrow he goes to the podium, talk about those things.
Yeah.
Stupid. We have a lot of stupid politicians who do not know what to say where.
With who?
And these are the people who have ended up pushing communities into serious countries, into serious problems. Sometimes take time and study a lot of international politics, trends.
Yeah.
Look at what's happening in Ukraine and Russia. Sometimes you look at Haiti down there. You ask yourself, these countries are very close to the areas that are supposed to be exposed in terms of modernity. Haiti, its coups, assassinations, and what? Crime, lawlessness.
A lot of lawlessness.
Sometimes because you put people in power, people who did not have proper exposure. Labda alipata pesa, watu wakapanga laini, wakasema sisi tutapigia mwenye ametupatia pesa.
Yeah.
Then you end up with a goon in the name of a leader.
Yeah.
A goon who will be ready now to kill to protect the city. Anasema Caleb ndio wanaongea juu uongozi yangu, watajua mimi ni kiongozi. Joshua, elections as a process of democratization do not necessarily produce a leader.
Okay.
Elections automatically will produce a representative. You can have a representative who is not a leader. Utapata mwakilishi ambao sio kiongozi. Elections can also produce a representative who is a leader.
Yeah.
You got somebody who is sober, who can provide direction to people.
Who can lead people.
Yes. Whether some MPs watch me or not, I look at our current parliament. Labda 10% are leaders, 90% are just representatives.
They just represent.
That is why wamekaa kwa kiti. They run. All of them have goons all over. Mwenye anawapinga, some are beaten, some are killed. That is not a leader. A leader lifts people from one level to another. A leader contributes to order in the society. Now, a leader that walks around with goons, that is just a representative. Ndio akona mamlaka ya kura, but it's a representative, not a leader.
Okay.
And it's not only in politics. Even in churches, religious institutions. Religious institutions have been commercialized. We lost it. Bad things are happening in the society.
Church.
No church leader raises a voice.
They've been commercialized.
I'm a Christian. Mostly my religion of Christianity. The day churches got involved in business investment, that's where we lost it. Because now they will dine with thieves. because it's about profits. So elections do not necessarily produce a leader. It can produce a leader who is a representative, or elections can only produce a representative who is not a leader.
Noted. Ladies and gentlemen, what is you like football, soccer?
Yes.
Your teams, please.
Yeah. I like football.
Where when you were?
You know, at what level?
At tuanzie Kibera.
At local.
Kibra hapa local. Tukipanda juu.
I used to, Kibera used to support Gogo.
Gogo Boys.
Gogo Boys.
Sasa hivi
there was
wamepanda.
but there was some misbehavior of some fans
Yeah.
that discouraged me
Okay.
from supporting Gogo.
Ukahama.
So literally Kibera, I don't have a team now in Kibera here.
Okay.
But I'm a Kogalo fan.
Ah, you are a Kogalo fan.
At the national
Kenya,
level.
yeah.
I'm
Kenya
a good
Premier League.
I'm a good Kogalo fan.
Do you go to
Actually,
the-
I started watching soccer a long time ago.
You go to Kiwanja to watch
Every Saturday.
Gor? No, whenever they are playing.
I watch matches around here.
Ah, okay.
When they close the Woodley, I go to Ligindogo.
Okay.
Whenever there's a match there on Sunday, you'll find me
Okay.
at Ligindogo on Sunday afternoon.
Even now that you don't have a team, you'll still go
I still go to watch matches.
just to see, to watch.
At the national level, I like Kogalo.
You go to
Kogalo
the
is my
stadium?
team. I used to be a serious fanatic
Yeah.
attending matches, but also violence that is in the stadium. I got injured.
Yeah.
I stopped attending goal matches. I got injured at Nyayo Stadium.
There was a derby.
Yes, violence broke out. I got an injury.
Okay.
Yeah, as we were running.
Oh,
So I stopped attending live Kogalo matches.
Yeah.
At the national level, yes, Harambee Stars is our team.
Yeah.
Despite all the challenges.
Yeah. English Premier League.
English Premier League. I started watching English. I see people jumping up and down. I started watching English Premier League long time ago.
Yeah.
Actually, most of the teams people shout around here were never there.
Yeah.
They were back at the bottom, huko ya
Like
league.
which ones? Are you afraid to mention?
I know I have a lot of Arsenal fans who would swallow me up. Yeah, a lot of Arsenal fans. But Arsenal is the team that I don't like most. Let me begin by the team that I don't like most.
But why?
Do you know why? Because of Arsenal fans.
Yeah.
In UK and in here. Very rowdy, very noisy.
Like Kogalo.
Like Ogalo. But I'm a Chelsea fan.
You're a Chelsea fan. The
Yeah.
Blues.
The Blues.
Okay.
Initially, I was never a Chelsea fan. I was a Liverpool fan.
Oh.
You know, Liverpool have been consistent for a very long time in football. But I like when Jose the only one. Mourinho. the
Jose
special
Mourinho,
one.
the special one.
Aye. Jose.
that
I
guy.
just like his approach to things.
Yeah.
That is why I started loving Chelsea.
Oh,
when he went
to Chelsea.
But I used to be a good Liverpool fan.
Yeah, that guy.
I also used to be a very good fan of Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest dropped to other leagues.
Okay.
It was a serious team in Premier League.
Yeah. How did
I
you
was a
get
good-
there? You have a friend from there?
Actually, this is why somebody sometimes mentors somebody.
Yeah.
I had an elder brother who passed on, who was a serious Nottingham Forest fan.
Okay.
And
Not many people are there, follow
Yes.
them, or
even Leeds, these Leeds that you see struggling
it's
here.
United.
Leeds was a serious team. You see West Ham.
Yeah.
West Ham was a very serious team.
Yeah.
So by then I used to love Liverpool until 1989 when that incident occurred at the stadium when a number of people died when Liverpool was playing. So I'm a Brazilian football fan ever since, even
Okay.
at the World Cup.
Yeah.
If Brazil was playing with Uganda, I would support Brazil. And because I just love their football.
Yeah.
I used to be a German
machines.
machine when the football was made in Germany
Yeah.
during the Franz Beckenbauer, Pierre Littbarski days. Those
You are a keen follower.
Guido Buchwald, Thomas Barthold, those days.
I want us.
Schumacher.
Yeah, I want us to end this show. Time is running out, and Steve tells me we have to end. But are there people in the community, Kibra, that you'd like to appreciate on this show today? People you feel have done something for you or have helped people in one way or the other? As we wind up, looking at the camera, tell them if you have any.
Because there are very many.
Let's say 3, 4. You can't count everybody.
Now, if you're 3 and 4, I have a lot of friends. Actually, what I would say like this, Joshua,
yes.
I really appreciate people who are working in peace program in Kibera.
Okay.
There are very many civil society organizations. We have even security guys. We have even police officers. We have peace committee members.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm a member of sub-county peace committee of Kibra.
Yeah, you are a member.
I'm the secretary now.
You are the secretary.
Secretary of
and
sub-county peace.
Left?
Oh, Mosh left.
Okay.
But he's still a member of the sub-county peace committee.
Okay.
So I appreciate very many people working on peace and security program, community policing committees. There are very many. That's why I say I cannot mention all of them. Actually, people have worked closely with some who have mentored me.
Yeah.
When I just started, I remember when but now that should not appear on camera. So because some people will watch and wakikutana mimi watanichekelea. So there are a lot of people working in peace and security program.
Yeah.
And I appreciate all of them. We used to work with very good police officers. Beyond Kibera, I have worked closely with a lot of people. Some have gone so up, some are still around.
Yeah.
Actually, sometimes, occasionally, I teach at the Kenya School of Government. There's a program on crime and violence series.
You teach there, Kenya School of Government?
I've taught a lot of people. I've taught a lot of county commissioners, DOs, police officers, and nice guys. So, in community safety planning.
Okay.
That specific subject on community safety planning, how you can organize a community so that they can effectively participate in security management. So I do that a lot. So I have a lot of friends working at the School of Government. I have a lot of professors around that we work with. So I have worked with a lot of people. But I also appreciate my wife. She has been very supportive.
Very supportive.
Of my work.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes, marriage is a journey.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can disagree.
Yeah.
But even if you disagree at the end of the day, you are Mama Des and I'm Baba Des.
Yeah.
So that's a zero-sum game. You can just come back and continue the life.
And you are highly experienced in the peace kind of work program. So you know how to make peace even in your own house.
Yes,
whenever
I have
there
a lot of friends in
conflicts.
Actually, one of the key guys that we've worked with at the serious community work when he was at DCC is Natembea Joy.
Yeah.
And I really pray that he becomes a governor. He's one person that I keep on saying will one day, God willing, become even a president of this country.
Okay.
He is a committed guy. I like his level of discipline. He's a no-nonsense person. And that is why he has made a lot of impact wherever he has gone to work.
Okay.
And now he's vying for Bungoma, the Trans Nzoia County. I pray that he will become a governor. One day in future, possibly Kenya will consider looking at him because we must also change the trajectory of our politics.
Yeah.
Kenyan politics must change. We can't continue like this.
Kenyan, you are talking like a politician. Are you planning to vie any position?
Have been approached several times here in Kibera.
Because the way you say Kenyan politics must change.
I have been approached at home. I told them that for the time being, let me just remain a voter. Okay. But the rest, because what I can do for people, let me do it in a small way. Because I can only be elected once. If I happen to go there, if I'm elected, I can only be elected once. Why? Because I can't dish out money to people. Okay. Every morning you dish out money to people. That one I will not
people
do.
will so not re-elect you.
I can't be re-elected.
And that you know even before you vie.
So if somebody wants to nominate me, I will not refuse to take that. Yes. Okay. But we must work to build community capacity.
Is there anything people don't know about you that you'd want to share? Anything?
Umekusoma Johari's window?
No.
Johari's window is a window with 4 squares. Yeah. There's one thing people know about you. Yeah. Everything what you do, and everybody knows about you.
Yeah.
Caleb is known for being tough-headed sometimes,
Okay.
very rough, sometimes do not mince words. There are some things
I remember
about,
one day we were in a forum with you, and it was with people, like people from different stakeholders, and we were including church leaders, and you were just standing there and pointing at them. Even you bishops, I can't lie to you. You have let us down.
they have let the country down.
Like, not many people can do that.
If
So
I
love
keep on telling
that
people
kind of-
that if I am a murderer,
Yeah.
I'm not clean. Nobody is holy on earth. You know my lifestyle in politics. Then I carry money into church. Then unachukua mkono yako unaweka juu ya mtu. A person who have turned another child an orphan by killing the parent.
Yeah.
Honestly, I know safari ya kwenda mbinguni ni ndefu, lakini wengine watapata kama ni mlima kuliko wengine.
Okay.
So these are part of the, I was talking about Johari's window because
because
it has
what
faces,
people don't know about you.
Yeah, people, there are things everybody knows about you. Then there's a second window. There are things you know and nobody knows about you. Then there's another window of something about you that hata wewe mwenyewe hujui.
Yeah.
There's something about hata wewe mwenyewe hujui about yourself.
Yeah.
Umewahi perform kitu mpaka unasema bwana, ni mimi ndio nimefanya hii ama ni, so those things. Then there's another one that I've forgotten the fourth. Yeah. So
Maybe people just assume.
They assume.
Yeah.
So
about
that is a human life.
Okay.
So I'm just Caleb Wanga.
Yeah. In short.
And I'm just here. I'm a peace builder. I'm a security trainer. And I'm looking into the future for a better country.
Yeah. What's your favorite channel, TV channel in Kenya? Steve, do you have anyone?
Yes.
What channel do you watch most?
The channel that I watch most in Kenya or globally?
In Kenya.
In Kenya, I seriously watch Citizen TV.
Citizen TV.
I
It
seriously
gives you
watch-
what you want.
Yes.
Okay.
I know it has been accused of siding with Azimio. I occasionally watch NTV,
Yeah.
KTN too, but there are some television stations that sometimes I don't watch at all,
Okay.
like K24.
Why?
You know, so sometimes I hate people who invite inciters. A person who just incites. I don't like. I'm a peace builder. I hate a person who incites people.
Incite us.
Eh.
Okay.
Because one, we are in a country that we have profiled people. Because I'm a Luo, I'm supposed to be a stone thrower.
Yeah.
Because you are a Kikuyu, you are supposed to be a thief. Because you are a Kamba, you are supposed to believe in witchcraft. Because you are a lawyer, you are supposed to love food. Who does not love food in this world? And media,
Ethnic profiling.
ethnic profiling. Some media organizations encourage these things.
Okay.
These are what undermines our national unity as a country.
Internationally, you watch
I watch BBC a lot.
BBC.
I watch Al Jazeera.
Okay.
I love Nat Geo Wild.
Oh, Nat Geo.
I can watch animals from jioni mpaka asubuhi mpaka jioni.
Yeah.
I like animals.
Okay.
I like football.
Okay.
Football channels.
Yeah.
Sometimes I change one channel to another.
To check. What you
So
which one
internationally,
has
I love those channels.
CNN,
Actually,
Al Jazeera, Nat Geo.
CNN sometimes.
No, you
I
said
don't-
BBC, not
BBC.
CNN. Yeah, you said BBC.
I don't like watching sometimes CNN. I like media organizations that communicate on world issues more than internal things. CNN is more about America and America and America.
America and American
This is
Americana.
why I stopped even listening to VOA.
Okay, Voice of America.
Because Voice of America, opinion of America. Does other people have opinion on this app? This is why I told you that we are talking of, I sit in the board, World Council of Democracy Without Borders. This is a world organization
to reform.
focusing on reforms on the UN.
Okay.
Because we want the UN to have a bigger voice of world citizens. Like, I know quickly time is over.
Yeah.
We want parliaments to be represented in the UN General Assembly. General Assembly of UN as structured is an executive thing. It's our ambassador to the UN with the foreign minister to the attending UN General Assembly with the president attending. Where is the voice of the rest to say now parliament? Parliament should nominate one person or two to attend the General Assembly of UN. Every parliament of every country, it must have a power to vote, so that it can influence what is happening at the UN. UN is serving only the 5 big nations, the security permanent members of the General Assembly of the Security Council. It's what all UN is all about.
Okay.
So we are working towards that. I know it's a tall order, and it might be difficult to achieve possibly in our lifetime, but we built a momentum. So, Democracy Without Borders International. I sit in the Global Council. We have a Kenyan chapter, now registered by the NGO Registration Board. So I also coordinate the Kenyan chapter.
Good. Democracy Without Border. Thank you very much for watching. Odette Ndede Pauline is saying she has learned something. Yarn, learn, and then earn. This is pointed and noted. Thank you very much, Odette, for watching up to this point. And thanks everyone who has been with us. Keep watching KNN. Subscribe to our channel. Why are you not watching KNN?
I occasionally watch KNN.
Okay.
Yes, I occasionally watch KNN.
That's good.
Yes.
Keep subscribing to our channel, KNN. This is the only #1 Kibera News Network channel where you get Kibera local stories. And we tell our own stories in our own perspective through Sisi Mtani, coming to you live on YouTube from Uweza Foundation each and every Thursday, 2 p.m. Better be there. Till we meet again, it has been nice hosting you, Wanga.
Thank you so much for hosting me.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.